Oh, geez, maybe low network connection.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not.
35 seconds.
This is Becky Vargo. We're at the Grand Haven State Park where they're trying to get a swimmer out of the water from an incident up in Muskegon County. We're getting ready to go live with Chief Jeff Hawke here in just a second with a press conference. Holding for TV.
Okay, so Chief Hawke, can you kind of tell us a little bit about what's actually going out here on the water?
Sure. Here's what we know for sure right now. We have a suspect in the water off Grand Haven State Park near Area 1, which is just to the south of Grand Haven South Pier. So that would be just to your right as we're standing here talking is Grand Haven South Pier. The suspect is a man in his late 20s, early 30s, wanted for a serious crime up in the Muskegon area. The lead agency is either going to be Michigan State Police or Muskegon County Sheriff's Department. We're not sure on that yet. But what happened is he's the suspect. The crime involved weapons. There have been some weapons recovered. He went to the Grand Haven South Pier, took off his clothes and entered the water. He was spotted out in the water. The Marine Patrol from Ottawa County Sheriff and the patrol from Coast Guard Station Grand Haven has him out in the water right now, but he's refusing to get on the boat. Not sure if he's armed or not. The captain just said that he's claiming he's still armed, so we're not sure on that. We haven't confirmed that. So basically he's just swimming away from the boats right now. Don't want to put anybody in the water with him because of the danger level. And right now we're just negotiating and waiting him out so we can take him into custody safely.
Okay. Any confirmation that this is in connection to a homicide or?
Yeah, I can say it's a serious crime. I don't have confirmation. I don't know for sure the nature of the crime, but I know it's serious, and I would just direct you to MSP or Muskegon County Sheriff to get verification on all that.
Okay, and it did happen in the Muskegon area?
It's the Muskegon area,
okay.
Muskegon Twin Lake area. I'm not sure the exact location. We're just handling the arrest end of it here as he entered the water here in Grand Haven and swimming away from the police.
Okay, how long have officers been out here on the scene?
It's been approximately 30 minutes. He's been in the water for a while. I think the water is fairly cold. The green flag is flying here at the beach, so swimming conditions are favorable, which is, has allowed him to keep swimming for a long time. If we had a yellow or red flag, he would not be able to swim as long as he has, but the flag is green, so very low waves right now, and conditions are favorable, so he's able to swim for a long time.
Okay, what are the agencies that are involved here?
So we've got up north, Michigan State Police, Muskegon County Sheriff. Here we've got Grand Haven Department of Public Safety. We have Ottawa County Sheriff, Marine Patrol, Coast Guard Station, Grand Haven, State Park personnel from Grand Haven State Park. Okay. And paramedics from North Ottawa Community Hospital are on standby in case he has a medical problem or we have to make a rescue.
Is there any sort of danger to the surrounding community here?
Well, we've got, he's in the water. He's pretty far out. He's several hundred feet out. We've got police officers on the beach, we've got police officers on the pier, and we've got police officers surrounding him in the boat. So I'd say we've got it very well contained right now. We're just asking people to avoid the beach in this area for the next few minutes.
Okay. And again, you guys have been out here for about 30 minutes, and
30,
you're just
40
negotiating
minutes.
at this point.
Right, correct.
Okay. And then, did you guys have to clear the water at all? Were there people already
I think there were a few people on and off of the water, but not many.
Okay. Is there anything else, or?
That's what we know right now. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay. Thank you. Perfect.
What will the negotiators do out there? How are they?
They're just trying to convince him to get out of the water, safely, without anybody having to get in the water with him. We want to avoid any force during arrest. We're trying to talk him into surrendering, and that's what the negotiators out there are doing. So that's what we're trying to do right now, just get him in the boat safely. Obviously, he knows he's going to be arrested, so he's trying to avoid that, and that's where we're at right now.
So if he starts to go under, will somebody just jump in and...
If he starts to go under, there'll be a rescue. We'll get him out of the water.
Is he using any form of flotation?
Not that I know of. I don't believe he is, no. I believe we had his clothes on the pier, so it looks like he took his clothes off, and I don't think he has anything else with him. I think he's just been treading water.
And they're not giving him a flotation device?
They have flotation ready to give to him. I saw them, we had him on camera there briefly, and they tried to give him flotation initially, I believe, and I'm not sure whether he refused it or what happened, but that's where we're at right now. So
Okay.
he's swimming right now.
Yeah, I've seen him swim away from the boats a few times.
He's done it a few times.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry I got here late. Can you just kind of explain what happened?
Sure. Got a serious crime in the Muskegon area.
Okay, this is Becky Vargo from the Grand Haven Tribune again. If you were listening in, that was Grand Haven Public Safety Director Jeff Hawke explaining the situation here at Grand Haven State Park. There was a serious incident. You heard one of the TV stations ask if it was involved a homicide, but all he will confirm is there was a serious incident, possibly in the Twin Lake area up in Muskegon County. So it's a Muskegon County incident. Muskegon County Sheriff and Michigan State Police are involved in the investigation up here. Person involved in that incident drove down here to Grand Haven State Park. Believe he went over here to the rocks at the base of the South Pier. There were police officers there earlier bagging items of clothing, including pants, shoes, and a shirt. As far as from what I could see, there's a bunch of people here still watching what's going on. Armed police officers armed with long guns went out on the pier and are still out there. Hard for me to see what I'm showing you because it's so bright. And then you can see we have 2 Ottawa County Marine Patrol boats, one containing a negotiator. Not sure what department that person's from. There is a Coast Guard boat from Coast Guard Station Grand Haven as well. We have public safety officers on the beach with sheriff deputy and DNR officers from the state park. They believe the man might have been armed, and so they told campers to go back into their campers, but now that they're so far out in the water here, they're not real concerned about that at the moment. They did close the state park to all incoming traffic. They're not making people leave, but they closed it to incoming traffic to keep congestion down during this incident. Again, you can see this man has been swimming around in the water here since shortly after 11. So what's that, an hour now? They are not approaching him. They are not jumping into the water to get him because there's still a chance he could be armed, although they do not believe he is anymore, according to Captain Clint Holt. So they are negotiating with him, trying to get him on the boat. Then they do have an ambulance either at the Coast Guard station or here at the state park ready to treat the man. They said the water's cold. I think yesterday it was 64. I'm not sure what it is today. The sun is coming out a little bit, so it's getting a little bit better out here. So we'll keep you informed. We'll update Facebook and Grand Haven Tribune. Watch us on Grand Haven Tribune. And I'm gonna sign off now. As far as I can tell, the man is still swimming around in the water and has been since shortly after 11 o'clock this morning. Police said he's suicidal, and they were negotiating with him, trying to get him on board safely.